Hello, my name is Tammy Holton, and I am the ForeverWell coordinator for the Blaisdell community at the YMCA. And I'm coming to you today to share a little bit about being active in nature. I serve the YMCA community in South Minneapolis, and I live part-time in Minneapolis and in the country in the St. Croix State Forest River Valley, right on the border of Wisconsin, right near the St. Croix River. And one of the things that I really enjoy is any opportunity to come out in nature. On this very special year, my newsletter this month focused on ways that we can lift ourselves up through nature, a gratitude practice, and meditation. So I know you're getting a lot of wonderful videos that include some tips on mindfulness and yoga, and I am also a mindfulness and yoga background person. So for today, I want to hop on and just share a little bit about the importance of getting out in nature. So I'm going to take you on a little walk and talk with me, and we're going to walk down to the river, and then I'm going to do a little bit of movement with you. So as we walk, I just want to talk about nature and how it is known to soothe. So if you are finding yourselves a little bit trapped inside this year, a little bit without the same opportunities you usually have, one of the things you want to think about is how can you get connected to nature? Because it is incredibly healing. And those other 2 points that I mentioned, having a gratitude practice and also potentially service, are things you can bring in and unify with your connection to nature. So you can do a walking meditation and you can meditate on a gratitude practice. And that's something I like to do, is bring my mindfulness into my walks and my time in nature. And another way that you could imagine service is your gratitude or mindfulness practice could be as simple as sending thoughts to those you love, could be making a plan for writing a little note or giving a phone call, or you could arrange to make a socially distanced and safe walking date with a friend in nature. And you may be helping each other out at the time because you may both be needing that opportunity to just get out in nature and have a connection, a healing and soothing connection. So I'm taking some very mindful steps down to the river. I'm with you, with me, and then we're going to do a little bit of movement and talk a little bit about walking mindfully and safely as well. So I regularly teach some ForeverWell yoga classes on Tuesdays at the Blaisdell Y. I look forward to getting back to that as soon as we are able. So I know this may be edited for your viewing. I'm just setting up my little tripod. There we go. Okay, we got the tripod set up. We're here in nature by the river. If we pause and listen, we can hear the water moving. And so that's a great opportunity to just come into a little bit of mindfulness. So let's take 3 breaths. I call this 3 to free. So you can just start kind of grounding into your posture and take a big inhale into your chest and puff up your chest nice and proud. And then do a big open mouth exhale. If we're outside, we can breathe out as much as we want. Sigh it out. And now I like to take a big inhale belly breath and get a nice big bowl full of jelly for the holiday season. And then a big exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. I love that when I'm out in nature, I can hear the birds talking. I've got a beautiful sunny day I've got the river behind me. So now that you're in your body and breathing a little bit differently, that third breath, I like to do an elevator breath. There are so many breaths, all breaths are healing, but take a moment to take a nice, long, slow inhale, like an elevator moving up through your body. And as you continue that inhale, take a little assessment and see if you can invite a little ease through any crunchy spots. And imagine that you're bringing in that healing energy from the earth and from the nature all around you. And just inhale that up and beyond your body and out into the world. And then on your exhale, elevator breath, just let anything go. Let all of the stress or tension or any little negativity you might be carrying right now, just let that go. And so that's a mindfulness breath that I like to do to start any practice that I'm doing. You can do it anytime. Another nice breath that you can do while doing a walking meditation is imagine a square and just inhale and hold and exhale. So let's just do that again. Inhale, hold, exhale. So you could do that anytime as you're walking, taking in that nature, imagining the squares and breathing. I want to step back a little bit. This will be fun out here in nature, but let's talk about mindful walking, right? So we can bring some mindfulness to our steps. And this is something we always do in the studio, most of the classes, because walking is so important, right? And being careful, we want to be careful and be able to get out in nature, but we've got all the snow and ice to be thoughtful about as well. So something that I like to do is just take some mindful steps, heel toeing, and really paying attention to the transfer of weight. So heel to toe with my step, and then I'm just going to match that other heel to toe. And of course, I'm looking down, that's so natural, but then if you can, lift your gaze a little bit as you do just a couple of steps of a heel toe walk. And then we're going to also just take that backwards toe heel. I happen to be in snow. Be careful that you're at a level surface to practice this. Or if you're feeling pretty stable, you can practice on uneven ground, and that's a wonderful opportunity. So normally just any amount of a walk outside, some fresh air, stepping out just for a couple of breaths, those are wonderful tips. You don't have to go far. Just get outside of your house. Some other tips for nature: opening up a window, bringing some fresh air in, working with a plant, bringing a plant into your home, getting one as a gift or gifting someone to a special friend. Also, just watching a video like this, anything taking place in nature can help. If you're not quite at that point where it's super easy to get outside or you don't quite have that motivation, you can enjoy a video about nature and just really take that in, or even just closing your eyes or imagining yourself in nature. But I also want to offer a few gentle movements. So maybe you don't want to go far, but you want to get outside and get some of that fresh air. So here's a little bit of some warm-ups that we typically do in my ForeverWell yoga class. So we often ground into our body much like we did and take a few breaths. And then we want to get those joints moving, get articulating the parts that are coming off of the torso. Can be a great way to stay warm as you're outside. So the point is, you don't need much. Step outside your door and here you go. Let's take in a few breaths and reach up to the sky. And then just open arm twist in one direction. And now I'm looking at the beautiful river behind me. Inhale, reach back up. Open arm twist in the other direction. Looking upstream now. Inhale, reach up. open arm twist. Inhale, reach up. Open arm twist. Inhale, this time we're gonna go to our steeple. Really stretch up. And then let's go take a gentle lateral stretch to the spine. Coming into your breath a little bit, or just enjoying being outside and taking in nature. Sometimes it's a little chilly, and a little bit of movement can really help warm you up when you're outside. So even on a walk or a visit, maybe stopping for a few gentle stretches. Inhale and reach up. We're gonna let that float right down. And let's go into a couple of ski jumps now, just squatting a little bit. Ski jump, reach up high. And take a little gentle baby back bend. Let those arms gently float down. We'll do that again. Ski jump, reach up high. Gentle back bend. Let those arms float down. Take one more ski jump and then we're gonna change it. Ski jump, reach up high. Gentle open arm back bend. Now we're just gonna take a little neck stretch. Just reach for the head and gently bring it to one side. Something you can do is look up towards the sky, opening your chest. And then gently reach that arm away. We can go back to our ski jump, to our steeple, a little gentle back bend. Come back up, take that gentle neck stretch on the other side. None of this is too complicated. It's really just moving your body, getting some nice gentle stretches in. Articulating the joints in multiple directions. Let's just go ahead and get into that neck and shoulders a little bit. Gently roll the head. One direction and then the other. And then we can take it all the way around. All the way around the other direction. Coming into the shoulders, a little shoulder shrug, back, down, pinch those shoulder blades together. Do that 2 more times. Oh, yeah, that feels so good, right? Then let's do some swimmers. Turn that pinky finger, reach up towards the sky. Gently sweep it all the way back down and around. Go to the other side. Reach up high. Down and around. Now we can get into both arms a little bit. You can repeat these as many times as you like. And when I get into both arms, I like to say, add your personality, just feel into that movement. Maybe sway your hips a little bit. Just enjoy being alive and outside and taking it all in. Now let's bring a little more warmth into the body and work on our balance a little bit. So getting into the hips and the lower body, the larger muscle groups, they're gonna keep you warm when you're outside. So I'm gonna step my feet hip width distance. That's usually some good body alignment. Take those shoulder blades back and down, pinch them together. And let's do a little bit of a reach up, a gentle hang forward. Come on back up. We'll do that 2 more times. Just a dangle. Getting warmed up into a squat, reach up, forward and dangle. And now let's lift up into chair and just stick our chair right there. This will immediately have you warming up while you're outside. Ooh, and then release, come on back up. Let's do the chair itself 2 more times, and then I'm gonna add a little something special. Inhale up, sweep those arms down. Come on up into chair, hold it. Step back up. Yeah, you can use your quads and your glutes and kind of push your hips forward when you come on up out of that. Inhale up, gentle sweep forward. Inhale back up into chair. Now the little finishing touch here, let's lift your right heel. I know I'm not fully in the frame here, but you get the idea. Plant that one and lift the other one, bringing a little balance work into this. Plant that heel and then go ahead and come on back up. Well, that's my warm-up for you guys for outside. Now we're usually ready to take a little sip of water and move on to the rest of our class. So let's see if I can get you a little beautiful shot of the river here before we sign off. I'll take that on back through to the other side. Thank you very much for being here with me today. I hope you can get a little taste of nature, a little gratitude, and reach out to someone you love. I'll be seeing you soon back at the Y. Thank you.